So look at what we got here. Look at what do we got here right now. We got a new Whole Foods sign here. We got a new Whole Foods sign here on the wall, man. A new bulletin. A new crackdown. A new crackdown going down here, man. You guys see that? Now they locked this off after the last time I was here. And I was actually, the security guard had rolled me. She actually saved my life. Believe it or not, God was working through her, and she actually had saved my life, actually. You know what I'm saying? She actually saved my life and everything, because a wasp, in the middle of me going on live and shoot a video, a wasp started flying up next to me. So she actually saved me, and my pride was still trying to do the video, but I think she actually had saved my life. So now this gets cracked down on. You know what I'm saying? They locked this fence off. I'm sure there's been a lot of drug addicts and a bunch of other nonsense, but I just want everybody to trip on this, man. Smoke one and trip on Santa Ana on this, bro. Okay, and right here is right across the way from the recovery center. There's the recovery center right there. Closed off, shut down, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Closed down on my life, bro. This stuff is getting, look at it. No recovery, man. No recovery. And these security guards is acting anal on their periods, on they nonsense, bro. Man, I don't even care, bro. I'm just gonna wipe my behind with they guard cards, bro. I'm just gonna wipe my behind with your guard cards, bro, because I don't care about you guys, bro. And the low lives that you guys are living, bro, because I'm over here getting this spot lit as this amazing celebrity, half man, half amazing. Spots, outlaw spots, bro. And what's going on with Santa Ana? They locking everything off. Those snakes, those devils, they locking everything off. What are you gonna do, Nate Dogg? You see that, Nate? See what's going on, my man, Nate Dogg? I'm replacing Nate Dogg, bro. Come on, this whole parking lot needs to know who Nate Dogg is, bro. Absolute shame, bro. 2025 is going down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Locked it off, bro. So I guess now that's over. I did a couple videos in there on 17th Street's content, bro. So I'm sure things got complaints. I don't even think it's even that. I think that Santa Ana's having problems. I know there's all type of activity going on when I'm not even around this dump. You know what I'm saying? So I'm even taking a risk even walking over here right now. Some brothers riding around on a cart, looking like he's just over everything, like a just straight prisoner. You know what I'm saying? Prisoner of it all. That's all security is. What is security? What is security? You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is supposed to be the freaking cops, bro. But what are they, bro? You know what I'm saying? What is security? Y'all ain't paying them enough, bro. You guys aren't paying them enough for this mayhem. This stuff, statistics will show, look, African Americans, when they get out of high school, will be a security guard in Orange County, bro. That's how they is trapping niggas. They trapping niggas on that stuff, bro. And they ain't gonna pay you nothing. You're not gonna retire. You're not gonna be nothing but a miserable, angry, freaking individual, bro. And it's a terrible thing, bro. Security is, bro, under the freaking police and their nonsense. Yeah, look at what they did over there in Fountain Valley. Dude sitting in there sitting right in his dump. Sleeping in his dump. He took it completely over, bro. Took it completely over. And just dumped over where I was at. Put all of his trash there. Yep, that's what they done. That's the shenanigans. Hey, Outlaw. This is from Outlaw's Spox, bro. Outlaws got Spox 2025. Huge celebrity ink right there. It's coming from Outlaw Spots, bro. Wisdom of it all, bro. This is what they are. We as America's ran by snakes. America's ran by snakes, and they're number one closing this place down. Okay, it's gonna be awful. The next 5 years, Santa Ana is gonna be it's gonna be completely abandoned. They're gonna tear all this stuff down, dude, and they're gonna selfishly make some apartment complex for some rich freaking devils to roam over everything, bro. until they're finally in the lakes of fire in hell, their resting place, which will be the lakes of fire. You see all this sun out here and how hot it is and everything? They're going to be stuck in it. They're not going to have it to be able to get out and get no air conditioning or nothing. That's where they're going to be stuck at. So that's why I'm going to just leave it at that, bro. But this isn't my gospel channel or anything, bro. But I carry it with me everywhere, bro. They don't like that. They don't tend to like that. So they tend to blackball me and do their stuff that they do, because they is some straight up serpent snakes, bro. They some straight serpent snakes of it all. It's because I just tell the truth and tell it all, and I go to my grave doing that, bro. We don't have. There's no bunk beds in a graveyard, bro. You know what I'm saying? God has my back. That's where I'm at. That's my heavenly Father, man. But yeah, shut down, bro. Fenced off, Chevron right here. You know what I'm saying? Security doing on their periods again, going on their periods again and stuff, tripping out, I guess. But I don't. Something tells me it has to do with me. So something else that tells you has to do with some of my activity. But I ain't been in here even messing around in the longest. They already snatched me out here and messed around here. But I'm sure it's a lot of crack activity, a lot of stuff. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Either way, it's fenced off now. So that's what's cracking on in the annas, everybody. Bunch of freaking whiny freaking babies, and they're closing everything down, and everything's just getting absolutely awful and terrible, bro. You know, I went in this Mexican SK, what are they called? The lines were freaking all the way out to the freaking parking lot. How are these Mexicans even sitting around in these lines all day? I don't know, bro. I think Mexicans just be some freaking laborers, dude. They just be freaking doing some crazy. They're like the ants. They're like the worker ants that we need, bro. You know, black folks, we can't take that type of stuff, man. We can't be dealing with that. We got too many emotions and problems to be sitting in these long lines and dealing with Mexico, bro. I got disabilities and problems, bro. Mental problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? That I'm suffering and facing. Post-traumatic stress being one. Definitely the number one, bro. So this stuff is a shame, bro. They don't care. You think they care? They don't care, bro. They don't even care, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's cracking off with the annas, bro. Stuff's getting shut down. Stuff's getting locked off. New crackdown right here, bro. New Whole Foods sign on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Stuff's getting freaking cracked down. Stuff's going down, bro. Stuff's getting brutal, man. Stuff's getting evil. So, hey, yo, San Ann 17th Street content. These the end times. We seeing prophesy.